Hi there, I'm Mark Summers, and welcome to What Would You Do? Another good crowd here. We're outside of the Nickelodeon studios here in Orlando, Florida, and this is the show that takes people, puts them into ridiculous situations just to ask that all-important question, what would you do? And Boyd, that is the question I want to ask you. Now, where are you from, sir?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And what brings you here today?
Vacation for my son.
Well, for your son, well, you may do him a favor because we have a question that we asked your son Michael earlier. And if you can answer this correctly, that could be a good thing because your wife, Sandra, how are you, Sandra?
I'm great.
You have a pie down over there. I'd like you to hold on to that pie, if you would, please. Because if indeed your husband answers this question correctly, you get to hit Michael in the face with a pie. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
All right, if not, you're going in the water, Boyd. Here's the question. If your son could have any job he wanted, what would it be? A chocolate taster, a water slide inspector, or a bass player in a heavy metal band? What would it be?
Number 2.
Number 2, a water slide inspector. And what do you think he said? What did you say?
B.
A water slide inspector. You're safe. Go ahead, Sandra, do it. Yeah, that's the way we want to get started. Stay with more craziness here on What Would You Do? We got you. You're safe. Way to go.
What would you do?
Crowd. Boy, it was warm out there. We're going to go back out to that dunk tank and see how well these parents know their kids just a little bit later. But first, I need some people to help me out. Who wants to help me out in this next little routine here? Somebody who's really enthusiastic wants to come down on stage over. What's your name, sir?
Frank.
Frank, why are you so excited?
Because.
Oh, I see. Frank is a little lonely, I have a feeling. Do you have any kids here with you?
Yeah, this is Jas, and this is William.
Okay, gee, I can only use one this time. Why don't we take you this time? Why don't you go down over there and wait, we'll get to you a little bit later. Now I need somebody else. Excuse me. I need somebody over here. Oh. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. What's your name?
Daryl.
Now, Daryl, are you here with your son or daughter?
My son is right here.
Why don't you come down here? Here we go, right on down here. Here we go. Now, we normally don't do this. Normally we get a son and a daughter or, you know, but we got guys. This is guys here today, right?
Right, yeah.
What do you do, Daryl?
I'm a computer programmer.
You look like a smart guy. And how old are you, sir?
10.
10 years old. What's your name?
Paul.
Paul. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an Episcopal priest.
Oh, my. Somehow, I have a feeling that you give some great sermons. Something.
Yeah.
Say, everybody say yay.
Say amen.
Yeah, okay, well.
Say hallelujah.
Say hallelujah. I'm going to see what you're saying after we show you this, all right? Because we have a gentleman who works with us. His name is Doug, and not only is he part of the What Would You Do dancers, but he's part of the What Would You Do bakers. So please bring out Doug. Here he is. Let's see what he does. Here he is. Hi, Doug. Hi. How are you?
Fine.
That's the first time I think you've talked on our show. No. Why don't you just pick that up and put that over there? Have you been sucking helium or something? What? Yes. Okay. Well, what would you do if I told you that I was going to send you backstage with your kids and you would put on that outfit and you would come back and do that same dance at the end of the show? What would you do? How about you? Yeah? You want to do it? How about you? Yeah, all right. Go follow Robin. She'll get you in the clothing. We'll see them a little bit later. There you go. Somehow I can't wait to see that man come. Both of them, they'll be great. Okay, now there's an old joke, okay? Old joke, and here it is. Where does an 800-pound gorilla sleep? afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. United Fluent. And boy, my arm, sorry. But I want to tell you. Anyway, what would you do? I have a question. What would you do if I asked you to watch a gorilla for me? Would you do that?
For you, yes.
Really? Now, why for me would you do that?
Well, because I watch you every day and I like you.
Well, that's very nice of you. I really appreciate that. Now, let me ask the question a little bit further. What would you do if you were watching a gorilla in a cage and you were watching it for me and the door opened? Would you still stay?
No, sorry.
No. She don't like me that much, I don't think, all right? Well, let's find out how the rest of the audience feels about this situation. Let's say that somebody asks you, a stranger at a zoo perhaps, or maybe at a park such as this, to watch a sleeping gorilla. If you would stay, even though the door was sort of sneaking open, press the number 1 right now. However, if you would be scared to death and say, I'm sorry, I don't care who you are, how much I like you, I'm leaving, press the number 2 right now. 1 if you'd stay, and 2 if you would leave. And let's find out what we say right over here. We have 43% of the people say that they would stay. Smart people, the 57%, said they'd go. Now, what would you do?
I would stay.
You would stay. Well, you're a brave young man. Well, we wanted to find out what some people would do. So what we did is we went to a theme park not too long ago, and then we met a gentleman such as this person right over here, and this is Joel. Hi, Joel, right over here. Hi, Joel. Oh, no. Now, do I look like a gorilla or what? Now, what do you think? Can you say, my daddy's the producer, that's why I'm on camera? Can you say that? Huh? Yeah.
I want to see the bunny.
Oh, you want to see the bunny? Well, we don't see a bunny here, but we went to Universal Studios in Hollywood. I saw you there, and we asked people to do just that. Watch this gorilla and see if it's sleeping and see what happens when the door opens. Okay, Joel? Yeah, ow, I know what you... Oh, how nice. Come with me. Thank you very much. Oh, touch this tape. This is great. Oh.
Here's little Joel feeding our gorilla a banana. Of course, that's not a real gorilla, but an actor in a gorilla suit. I think this guy better check with his agent. Here we see the actor putting on his makeup and costume and getting ready to lay down in his cage. Fooling a little guy like Joel is one thing, but how do you think some older kids will react? What would you do?
I gotta go find the trainer. I got Conga here. He's getting ready to go in the show next time. Here, just sit down here. I can't leave him alone in case some people come up here and try to bother him or feed him or anything. Okay, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex. My name's Rick. Call me if you need anything.
Now keep your eye on the door of the cage.
Alex, everything okay?
Yeah, I think he's trying to open the gate because he's right next to it, laying to it. His hand's on the door.
Oh, that's all right. He's pretty jolly. I'll tell you what, just sing him a little song and that'll sort of put him back to sleep, okay?
Okay.
Great.
Why don't we take a look at how some other kids react in the same situation? Here comes that door again.
The cage open.
Well, is he still asleep?
I don't know.
Just put the banana in there. That'll keep him quiet.
Maybe we should tell Chris that this particular gorilla likes his bananas prepared a certain way. Do you think he'll do it?
You gotta make sure you peel the banana.
Peel the banana? Oh, come on. This has got to be the world's most spoiled gorilla.
Flip on the peel.
I'd say Chris is being pretty helpful, wouldn't you? Here we go, you big, kicky gorilla. A nice peeled banana. Looks like it's just what he
You
wanted.
did a great job. Thank you, thank you. Conga, can you peel it, Joel?
I don't think Joel's going to be peeling any bananas for Conga. He can have it with the peel on, or he can't have it at all.
Daddy, oh, that's not Daddy. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Joel looks so good out there. Did you have fun? He's terrific. Well, you stick around because when we come back here, what would you do? What would... Oh, look at this. Oh, that's a gorilla. We're gonna go back out of the dunk tank and see if there's anybody famous. We'll see you later. Hey, what would you do? must believe me, folks, here in the studio at home. I generally have no idea. There are certain things they just won't tell me, and I had no idea that gorilla was out here. Little fun. What do you think of the show so far?
Oh, this is great.
Oh, good. I'm glad you think that way. Well, we want to go back out to our dunk tank, so let's shoot to our camera out there, and we have some nice people out there. Now, I believe the gentleman... Now, this is the wrong question I have here. I need the other question, so I don't have that with me. What's your name, sir?
Mark.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
Oh, good. And your son's name is?
John.
Hi, John. And then we have a young lady there. Who's your wife? Where is she? Oh, no, that's your... who is that?
That's my son, Andrew.
Hi, how you doing, Andrew? Apparently he can't hear me. All right. Well, we have a question here for you. And if you can match what your son said, you stay clean, and we're going to hit your son there with a pie. However, if you are incorrect, you're going to the dunk tank. All right, you ready for this?
Yep, I'm ready.
Which TV character did your son say he would rather spend the day with? Is it Bart Simpson, Steve Urkel, or Doogie Howser?
Doogie Howser. Doogie
Howser. Why don't you tell your dad what character you would rather spend the day with?
Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson is the answer there. So, there we go. That's what we do. So, sir, tell me once again, who would your son rather spend the day with?
Bart Simpson.
Thank you so much. Round of applause for that man. Thank you. We'll be back out in the tank a little bit later. You know, we tell those kids out there, wait, I'll tell you when to push the button, but they just can't wait to just kind of get their parents wet, can they? All right, I tell you what, people all the time stop other people and say, you look just like you. You know, people come up to me all the time and say, you look like Mark Summers. You know, they do that. I don't know why they do that. Does anybody here, stand up if you think you look like somebody famous. Stand up if anybody here thinks that they look like somebody famous. Only 3 people here in this audience look like somebody famous. That's it? Okay, I want you all to come down here then. You come down here, you move over here, and you move over here. There you go. Turn around, face everybody. And we can all move down, to this step. This will be a little bit easier. What's your name?
Brenda Pratt.
Okay, Brenda, don't tell me who you look like. And you, what's your name?
Damian Marson.
Damien, and you are?
Michelle McVeigh.
Michelle. Okay, we're going to use the 3 of you in just a few moments. You stay right here. Who do you think you look like? Who does people come up and say you look like?
Candace Cameron.
Candace Cameron. Well, I can see that a little bit, maybe. Just a little bit. How about you? Who do they think?
When I was younger, they used to say I looked like Jackie Lee Curtis.
Okay, and...
When I was younger, they said that I looked like Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner. Okay, you all look a little bit like that. But what we did is we went to Universal Studios here in Florida. The other one was Los Angeles. This is Florida. I'll find out where we are. And we asked other people, who do you look like? And here's what they said. Watch this. You won't believe it. I understand people think that you look like somebody famous, huh?
He thinks Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio?
Yes, he does.
On his best day. That's Ralph Macchio over there, folks.
Yes, sir, if you keep your eyes open, there's no telling who you might spot. Look, it's Larry Bird. Check out Tom Selleck. Say, isn't that Reverend Jim Baker? This guy says Dan Quayle, I say David Letterman. Yes, everywhere we looked, we found somebody who looked like somebody famous. Some people, however, looked more like the real thing than others.
Everybody says I look like Paula Abdul.
She does look a little bit like Paula Abdul.
People say I look like Fred Savage.
Fred Savage? We don't think so.
I've been told I look like Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Okay, we can see that, I guess.
People say I look like Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, come on, get out of here.
People say I look like Doogie Howser from Doogie Howser MD.
Okay, he looks a little bit like Doogie.
Everywhere I go, on my job, it's Spike Lee.
Spike Lee?
Spike Lee.
All right, we'll let that one slide.
My name is Bobby. When I play volleyball, people say I look like Tom Cruise from Top Gun.
Tom Cruise? Now, here's a guy who actually looks like somebody famous.
I've been told I look like Lloyd Bridges, but I'm cuter.
Now, that's one we can believe. But as far as Tom Cruise...
Tom Cruise, huh? You think that guy looked like Tom Cruise? No. I don't think so either. Well, we're going to have a little contest amongst the 3 of you, all right? You each are going to get a special seat, depending on who wins, all right? So you look in the camera one there, and who do you think you look like that's famous? Joel, when you get your own show, you can talk. But Joel's working the room over there. Who do you look like?
Winnie Cooper.
Winnie Cooper?
Wonder Years.
From the Wonder Years. Okay, look in there, and I want everybody to look and see if you really agree with that. Don't say anything yet. Okay, from the Wonder Years, and who do you think you look like?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, I've only been speechless on TV a few times in the 6 years I've been doing television, but okay, don't go away. I have a feeling I know where you're ending up, but not yet. And who do you think you look like?
Sissy Spacek.
Okay, take a look in the camera there. Sissy? Oh, okay, now that's it. Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to vote. Whoever you think looks the most like the person they say they look like, I want you to vote. Now, if you think this person looks the most like Sissy Spacek, vote for this person. But you can only vote once. So if you think Sissy Spacek looks the most, 1. If you think number 2 here looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, press 2. And if you think Winnie from the Wonder Years, press 3. You can only vote once. We're going to find out who looks the most like the person they really say they look like. And our audience is voting right now. And here is what we are finding out. We're looking for the person who looks the most like the individual. And what we're finding out is that you, according to the audience, look the most like the lady on the Wonder Years. That's terrific. Isn't that great?
Yes.
So we have a What Would You Do t-shirt for you, and you get to take a seat. So go back and take your seat. Thank you very, very much. And you came in second because people thought you looked like Sissy Spacek. Isn't that nice?
Great.
Yeah, and we have a What Would You Do t-shirt, and that means you get to take a seat. So go ahead, go take a seat. Do you really think you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I had shorter hair. My friends said I did.
Yeah? Let me hear you say, hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No, no, no. See, you thought you were going to get to take that seat, didn't you? Yeah, I've got another seat. Come over here, will you? Help me out. You get to take a seat at the Pie Pod, so you go up there. Robin is going to get them all set up. Seat at the Pie Pod is where that man belongs, and we have to judge, audience, how many pies is he going to get? 1, 2, 3, or 4? What do you think? He's going to get 4. Okay. Well, Robin, pump him up, and are you all set? Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Oh, yeah. Well, we got 3 out of 4. That's not bad. Let's go see if we can find Maria now. All right, well, we have one more trip out to the dunk tank. Let's go back out there and see who is helping us out. Who's out there now? Who's the man on the tank there, sir? What's your name?
William Martinez.
How are you, sir?
All right, sir.
Where are you from?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, very nice. And who's that young man in front of you?
William.
Hi, William. And that's your mom over there and your sister?
Yes, hello. Hi.
Hello there. Oh, you can't wait on this one. Now, here's what's going to happen. We'll ask a question about your son that he answered earlier for us. If you answer correctly, your son gets the pie in the face. Otherwise, you're going in the water, all right? Which of the following did your son say he would rather do? Climb Mount Everest, scuba dive to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, or walk on Mars?
Walk on Mars.
You would think that being a young man wanting to go into space, he'd say walk on Mars, wouldn't you? Why don't you tell your dad where it is that you'd rather be?
Letter A.
Yeah, Mount Everest is what he said, so why don't you just walk over there and push that magic button where the clown is, and let's see where your dad goes. Good, could you do that? Oh, you're going to do it? Good, push it right there. Thank you so much. Oh, you got to hit a little harder than that. There you go. That's right. Thank you so much, sir. Hope you had a good time. And what are we doing? Oh, we have our What Would You Do dancers. Are they ready? Oh, the What Would You Do dancers are ready to come out. And this is the gentleman who is the minister. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Please welcome them right now to door number 1. Here they come. Where are they? Hi, guys. Oh, here comes Doug. Hi, Dougie. Oh, look. Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks dangerous. From the What Would You Do dancers. They did a magnificent job. I think. Oh, yes. I'm going to stay over here while those guys do that. And you stay where you are because we're going to come back with more of What Would You Do in just a second. Whoa. Hi there. You Do medley. But I think those dancers did such a magnificent job. One of the best we've ever had. Give them a round of applause. They were so good. And I need some people for the What Would You Do medley. Who can I use over here? This young lady. Okay, you come first. You sit in the first seat. And you come over and sit in the second seat. Here we go. Right over here. Very, very quickly. Yeah, you have a seat right here. And we have the gentleman over here. We only have time for two, I think. We're going to put a card on your head. You have no idea what it says. You have a decision to make. You can either do what's on that card, or you can go to the Pie Pod. What's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea, what's it going to be? The card, or are you going to go to the Pie Pod? You're going to the Pie Pod? Oh, no! Take it off. See what it was. You were going to have to feed an alligator. That would have been easy, but you're going to go over here to the Pie Pod. We'll get you all set. Audience, we need to make that crucial, important decision. Is it going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 pies? What do you think, huh? Going to be 4 pies. Okay, audience, let's put those goggles on, and on the count of 3, we're going to let those pies take off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Oh, we got it pretty good. That's great. All righty. What's your name, sir?
Parker Gold.
Where are you from?
Longwood.
Okay, what are you going to do? You going to go for the card, or you going for the Pie Pod?
Pie Pod.
Are you really? Oh, everybody's going for the Pie Pod. You want to do mine? Okay, we'll get to you in just a second. What are we going to do? Wait, what's it say? It says, have to do a hula dance?
But you know what? We're going to have some beautiful music. Come on, audience.
My clothes are falling off. All right, sir, and I'm going to just hula you right over here. You know, the hands are so expressive, and what they're saying is we need to go to the Pie Pod, and as we get the gentlemen all set in there and we set up the pies, we are going to say how many pies, audience? I think I know. I think it's 4 pies. So let's go on the count of 3, audience. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Thanks so much for watching out. What would you do? See you next time. You've been great. So long. Oh, my.
What would you do?
Now you don't need school for an advanced course in aerodynamics, zoology,
I'll show you how to be a real rooster.
or astrophysics.
You happen to be dealing with the smartest duck.
Just stay tuned for Looney Tunes, followed by Nicktoons.
Yeah.
All ahead on Nick in the Morning.
What Would You Do was taped in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios Orlando, Florida.